We have the Jasion X Hunter ST. It's a tough, folding, fat tire e-bike that is built to carry heavy loads, and it's easy to store. Let's start with the motor. It's running a 750 watt hub motor that peaks at 1400 watts. It tops out at a claimed 30 miles an hour. Up front, you've got a fixed front fork suspension, and in the rear, you have a built-in rear shock with horst link suspension, which together takes the edge off of bumps and rough terrain. You also have 20 by 4-inch knobby tires with mag rims, so you're good on pavement, gravel, grass, or even some light off-road trails. The X Hunter ST has a 48-volt, 13 amp hour battery with 556 watt hours. It has a claimed range of up to 71 miles. And at 71 pounds, it's not feather light, but it's manageable, especially since it's foldable, which makes it easy to fit in your trunk or tuck away in your garage. Despite the compact design, it's rated for 480 pounds of max load, which is a huge plus if you're carrying gear or you just want that extra durability. Lighting-wise, you're covered with a bright headlight and rear brake light, so you're visible day and night. For under $1,000, you're getting good speed, range, and comfort in a package that's tough enough for everyday riding and fun enough for weekend adventures. If you're looking for a capable, foldable, fat tire e-bike, then the Jasion X Hunter ST is one to check out.
So today we're going to be talking about a new Jasion bike, right? Okay, I have done a lot of reviews on everything from this company. And you're gonna say, wow, dude, that makes you a shill. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I just really like this company. I like this company so much. We'll get into the review of the bike. Just give me a second. I like this company so much, I'm actually opening up another shop down here in Florida. This is a company that I would 100% carry. Why? Well, because first off, they do refresh updates like this bike we'll talk about. They actually have good customer service. They have a phone number that they actually pick up. It's a good company, right? And you see a lot of these on the road. So we're looking at the X Hunter ST. Now, the comfort of this bike is very similar to that of the X Hunter. I mean, it is essentially the same bike. How you doing? All right, all right. A little early for that, no? That's it, just get it done. Just get it done. I hear you. The guy was putting up a Christmas wreath and it's not even Christmas. Okay, well, you know, hey, just get it done. Whatever, it's fine. All right, so the only real differences between this bike and the X Hunter, it's simple, is it's got different brakes. Now, if you watch the original X Hunter review, I talk about that, mechanical brakes. Mechanical brakes aren't bad, they're easy to adjust. Hydraulic is something that I prefer because it just has better stopping power. I mean, just, you stop. Let's talk a little bit about the power of this, what we could do, top speed, let's run it. 750 watt rear motor, not a dual. Peaks at 1400 watt. Okay, now it says 5 pedal assist, we know that, that's all e-bikes, right? But it says 30 miles per hour with pedaling, but here's the deal. If I hit the throttle while I'm in pedal assist 2, it's only gonna give me the max speed of what I'm hitting with my feet, which I love, right? It doesn't give me full power all the time. That's something that I feel like a lot of companies overlook. Now, if I go to number 3, obviously it's gonna do the same thing. But here's the thing, in pedal assist 3, I'm not quite doing a lot of ghost pedaling. It's still, I feel a little bit of engagement, but because this is it's gotta be a cadence sensor, right? If I'm just barely, yeah, it's a cadence sensor, and this guy is cutting the grass, and I'm gonna hit him with the camera, so, yep. So anyway, 20 miles per hour, or whatever it says in the corner there, and then if we go to 4, now, here's the thing, in pedal assist 4, no, you can still, yeah, you can still pedal in 4, but you look like you're racing to go get some drugs. I'm just gonna go with the throttle. Or actually, since it is cadence, you could just kind of move your feet. Here we go, let's check the top speed. It says 28.8, 29. And I'm just moving my legs, you know? Feels good, feels stable. It's different from going from an e-scooter to an e-bike. Let's just do full throttle. See if we can get all of it out there. So maybe either I gained weight from the X Hunter, or I feel like I gained weight, or the motor is a little bit different because I can't hit. It could be the wind. Let's chalk it up to the wind. Yeah, that works. That's our speed. Great. Just chalk it up to the speed. What I noticed is funny because I put the handlebars forward so much to get the brakes, I have to actually reach really forward. I'm really trying to appease all the people in the comments. Bro, put those brakes down, man. They're too high. You don't want to do it like this. You want to do it like this. No, you ride the bike the way you want to ride it, and I ride it the way I want to ride it. Okay, so 30 miles per hour, not bad, can't complain. So what we're gonna do real quick is a hardcore brake check where I'm gonna hit this at top speeds and I'm gonna white knuckle these brakes. I do not recommend anybody to do that, but it's always a good idea to test whether or not the brakes that they're labeling as upgraded is actually upgraded. That's a 4. No wobble, nothing, just solid. All right, here we go. Well, we're gonna go around this turn, take it a little deep. Notice how I'm putting my foot up on that pedal because these pedals are a little bit lower and they will drag if you're leaning into a turn like I'm doing right here. So we're gonna talk about the one thing that they really upgraded on this is those discs. And we're gonna test that coming up right here at this street sign. Oh yeah. Yep, you notice the difference between that and the mechanicals. Absolutely. Absolutely you notice a difference. So that's good. And I think that's always something that companies should not skimp out on, right? I don't care if your bike goes 15, just give me good brakes. So that's nice. I don't talk a lot about pedals, but I want to talk about them real quick because you heard that? What happens is if I go too far into a turn, you're gonna wanna make sure you lift up the foot of the turn you're going into. For instance, this left, lift up the left, and it just stops that from dragging. It's not necessarily gonna flip you over, right, if you know what you're doing, but a lot of these foldable bikes, they do this, where they have very low set pedals, and that's just gonna cause you to, I don't know, drag, and then you're gonna get all nervous and think you're gonna flip over. So just be more careful with that if you are gonna pick up a foldable bike. Let's talk a little bit about the suspension on this. Front suspension, non-adjustable. However, it being non-adjustable does not mean that it's not stiff enough. Again, I'm 6'1", 250 pounds, no problem hitting the brakes. Hopefully you can watch that go down. You can see that they're not even bottoming out. So that's a good thing. Rear suspension, horse link suspension, absolutely love these suspensions. 4-point linkage. Now, it says that it's adjustable, but I can't find the air valve, and I think it's hydraulic. It's a hydraulic rear suspension, so that's nice. Again, I'm not really going off-road. I'm riding this a lot on-road, so I'm not really gonna be able to tell whether or not that suspension is working, especially with this comfy seat, right? The seat is soft, so I don't know if the seat's absorbing it more or the suspension is, but either way, you do have that front and rear suspension. You see me moving a lot, right? I'm kind of adjusting, standing up, and the reason is, I don't know if you can see the seat, but what's happening is, I didn't adjust it. When you get this, the seat is totally apart, right? So you have to put it together. And what happened was, I thought I did good, I tightened it up, and then I noticed it was too far forward, so I had to back it up. But now what's happening, I guess, there it is, coming down a little bit. It's end up pointing up, so eventually it's gonna get to a point where it just ends up in my butt, and I'm trying to avoid that, because the whole tone of this video is going to change. Let's talk about the electrical system. 48 volt, 556 watt hours, rated at 13 amp hours. Now the charger comes with it, 2 amp charger. So what are you looking at? 6-7 hours to fully dead to completely 100. I would not recommend draining this battery that low. And honestly, I think that battery's a little low. I do. I think it should be in the 600-700 watt hours. I have to come up with negatives when I do these reviews, right? I can't just say, oh, here's all the positives, this is perfect. It's not perfect. I think it should have a little bit of a bigger battery, especially for a bike that could go 30 miles per hour and haul what this says this can haul. Because this isn't like I gotta check it real quick, because I wanna say it can carry 440, which is ridiculous, right? Like, let me just, hold on, let me look it up. I wasn't that far off. 480 pounds. First off, if you're gonna, There's so many comments. If you're gonna ride this bike and you're 480 pounds, don't use the throttle. Just do a lot of this. Do lots of this. I get it, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying that you gotta figure out life. And, God, it sounds just so mean. I'm just saying you're not where you need to be, you know? Okay. Looking good? You're not where you need to be. So, and it does weigh 70 pounds, so it does have a little bit of weight to it. It is foldable. There goes the seat again. You are able to actually fold this up, throw this in the back of the truck. So that's nice. You know, I don't feel like it's designed for somebody that's older. A lot of older people like foldable bikes. I don't know who's helping them put it in the back of their cars, because I'll tell you what, I have an issue with that, and I'm 45. I'm built like I'm 72, but I'm not 480 pounds. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the hub. Totally forgot to talk about all that. On the front, you have your horn, which is actually an electronic horn. It's not like one of those little, it is a push button, but it's got like no feedback. And you do have a cruise control button there, which is nice. I'm assuming the way that the cruise control works on this is once you hold the throttle, oh my God, look at my seat. Look at my seat, I told you. Look at what's happening. You see this? Up there's a cruise control. So cruise control, you can see, I'm in a bad situation right now. I don't even know where to put my testicles. We gotta stop. I'm in a bad way right now, just hold on. Hold on. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know. There we go. I should do something. Good. All right. That was what, seats. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tighten this up. Yep. Okay. Now it's too forward. See what's happening when I'm sitting on it? I just kind of sliding. Oh God, this is not good for my knees. It's not even like I'm sitting on it. I mean, I'm just, okay. I'm just trying to, what I'm trying to do. All right, listen, the bike, okay, here we go. That's it. Yep, that's, all right, I am off of the seat. Okay, I don't even know. We're just, I can't sit down on it. Cruise control's on. Got to shut that off. That's dangerous with the seat up. That's, okay. So the bike is solid, right? If you're gonna, listen, I have a situation I have to deal with, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of standing, riding, go old school 90s. I hope the camera is picking us up because I just gotta stand. I'm gonna do the lean ride. I can't work with this. So all in all, it's a solid bike, right? Just make sure you tighten up that seat. This is not, I just want to be clear, not Jason's fault, right? I put myself, if I hit a bump, that's a wrap, Jack. Oh shit, well there's your drag foot. Just fix the seat, right? Not you, hey, okay. My knees are starting to get weak, like SWV. I get so weak in the knees. Oh my God. Okay. I'm being real careful about where I'm going and where I'm putting my butt cheek resting on it. Okay, look at my seat. Look at it. It's like straight up. That's not even a seat at this point. I know. Okay, no, seriously, all jokes aside, solid bike for what it is, man. Does it get the mileage that it says 70 miles? We're gonna have to stop and see. We're gonna pull up here. I don't think so. You know, it's the same thing. Oh, there's your bottom out. You're probably asking, you know, can you get, what is it? I didn't even talk about it because you saw what happened with the seat, right? It got crazy. One thing I did not cover there is the mileage. And just real briefly, let's talk about it. 5 miles on the odometer, 77%. Do I think that this could get 70 miles, which is what they advertise? Honestly, if you're in pedal assist 1 and you weigh $110, absolutely. If you're doing nothing but throttle, no. I think you're gonna probably get 35 miles on it. You might get 40, you know, depending on your weight. Are you going uphill? There's so many factors. And a lot of people ask me, why don't you do more real world tests? Why don't you do it where, you know, you're beating it up and you're going off road? And then what, pedal home? Do I look like someone that pedals? Well, I kind of answered that question by the beginning. I was pedaling, but the point is that In a real world scenario, I'm telling you, at a 77% with a little bit of drain that it just did, yeah, you're probably gonna get 50 miles on the odometer. When they're doing these tests, they're doing it where people are actually pedaling using this as a bike. Not like a motorcycle with 2 pedals. All right, stay beautiful. And I'm gonna fix this because if I don't, I'm gonna end up looking like my ex.